There are some theories explaining origins of prejudices. Theory of social identity, theory of a scapegoat, theory of relative deprivation, theory of a real conflict, personality reasons, social learning theory, conformity. Let's start with the theory of social identity. People are naturally social, and we tend to divide ourselves into groups, us and them. These groups, called in-groups, give us a sense of identity, belonging, and pride. Being part of an in-group boosts our self-esteem. However, this can lead us to see our group as better than others. This often causes us to treat other groups, unfairly. While being part of a group can bring people together, it can also create divisions and conflict with other groups. When people are frustrated, they often need someone to blame. This is explained by the theory of a scapegoat, which shows how anger or frustration gets directed at a weaker or marginalized group. Blaming someone else can help people feel less stressed or explains their problems. Sadly, throughout history, minorities or poorer groups have often been unfairly blamed for larger issues. Next is the theory of relative deprivation, which focuses on how we compare ourselves to others. People don't always feel upset because of their actual situation, but because they think others are doing better than them. For instance, a worker might be happy with their salary until they find out a coworker doing the same job earns more. This sense of unfairness can lead to resentment and even prejudice, especially when whole groups feel disadvantaged compared to others. The theory of a real conflict explains how competition over limited resources like jobs, land, or power can lead to tension between groups. When resources are scarce, groups start seeing each other as threats. This competition often leads to hostility. For example, historical conflicts over land or jobs often came from this type of competition. Some types of prejudice come from personality traits, like those seen in authoritarian personality. People with this personality tend to strictly follow traditional ideas of right and wrong, obey powerful leaders, and prefer simple solutions to complex problems. They often show aggression towards weaker groups and feel more comfortable in societies with strict rules. Prejudice can also be learned. From a young age, people watch and copy the behaviors and attitudes of those around them, like parents, friends, teachers, or the media. For example, if a child hears negative comments about a certain group, they might adopt those views. Finally, there is conformity, which is the tendency to follow social norms to fit in and avoid disapproval. We all want to be liked and accepted, but this desire can lead us to adopt prejudiced attitudes if they are common in our community or social circle. When prejudice is seen as normal, people are more likely to go along with it, even if it clashes with their personal values.